Guys, this is getting better. 3i Atlas, another anomaly. But now the anomaly is not directly on 3i Atlas or with 3i Atlas. NASA has the anomaly in connection with 3i Atlas, guys. I quote Aaron Morton, NASA Planetary Science Communications, quote, "The spacecraft and operations teams are investigating the anomaly to address the situation." And now guess, guys, what the situation is. And that is interesting. Are the aliens shutting down our equipment so that we cannot observe interstellar object 3i Atlas anymore? I'm joking, guys, but this is really somewhat what happened. So I'll give you a quick overview first, and then we look into this a little deeper.
We thought this was just bizarre. Can you tell us what happened to the NASA MAVEN spacecraft? It's been circling Mars for the last 10 years, and then suddenly 3i Atlas goes by it, and now for the first time in a decade, NASA has suddenly lost contact with MAVEN. What happened?
I'm talking about MAVEN. That's the Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution spacecraft. Let's get back to October 9th, 2025. MAVEN took a low-resolution image of the new interstellar object 3i Atlas / comet / spacecraft / space junk, or how I like to say, whatever the heck it is. They took this image from a distance of 56 million kilometers, and this image was capturing by its imaging ultraviolet spectrograph. And this image, although so far away and grainy, has revealed something about 3i Atlas. It has revealed the presence of hydrogen atoms in the vicinity of 3i Atlas. And then, shortly after, December 6th, NASA announces something. December 6th, 2025. NASA reports, and I'll show you the report here behind me, that MAVEN lost communication with ground stations on Earth. Let's have a look at that, what they're saying. NASA teams work MAVEN spacecraft signal loss. Yeah, so they say NASA's MAVEN spacecraft in orbit around Mars experienced a loss of signal with ground stations on Earth on December 6th. Telemetry from MAVEN has showed all subsystems were working normally before it orbited behind the planet. And then it comes back and poof, mysteriously. And we know that 3i Atlas did something like that too when it was in perihelion, closest point to the sun, hidden from our view. It changed its trajectory right into Jupiter's hill radius. Probability almost zero that a normal object would do that. We've talked about this in my previous videos. You have to watch that video, guys. I'll put it in the end screen. So December 6th is the day. NASA further says, after the spacecraft emerged from behind Mars, NASA's Deep Space Network did not observe a signal. The spacecraft and operations teams are investigating the anomaly to address the situation. I love that sentence. Many say this is the quote of the day. So they say more information will be shared once it becomes available. They launched the MAVEN spacecraft in November 2013, they say, and they say it entered Mars's orbit in September 2014. So 11/12 years without a problem, and there comes 3i Atlas and poof, it's lost. So they say the mission's original goal is to explore the planet's upper atmosphere, ionosphere, and interactions with the sun and solar wind to explore the loss of the Martian atmosphere to space. Understanding atmospheric loss gives scientists insight into the history of the red planet's atmosphere and climate, liquid water, and planetary habitability. The spacecraft also serves as communications relay station for rovers on the Martian surface. Last year, MAVEN celebrated its 10th anniversary in orbit at Mars. So that is interesting, guys. So the telemetry from MAVEN showed that all of its systems were absolutely normal at the time it was entering the orbit behind Mars, right? But subsequently, NASA did not observe a signal. Gladly, right now, the task that MAVEN was supposed to do can also be handled by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter that has the HiRISE camera, by the way, that shot images of interstellar object 3I Atlas that we've been waiting for so badly for NASA to release during the lockdown, right? And then they released them and there was somewhat, hobby astronomers can do better. What's that, right? So Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter is operating as usual at the moment, right? It's really like many say, they write in articles, NASA announced today, Houston, we have a problem, right? When they revealed that their spacecraft has inexplicably gone incommunicado. And they say that it's just since December 6th and that it is a mystery unfolding. So I would say that NASA's MAVEN team has now a mystery on their hands. And as they say, they have begun investigating what they now characterize as an anomaly, right? That this is happening. That the spacecraft's communication to Earth is disrupted. And of course, it's not great if they can talk to MAVEN, because MAVEN is this communications relay, which they rely on to communicate with their robotic rovers, like the Perseverance and Curiosity, right? They're carrying out separate missions on the Martian surface. So this has a significant role in the ongoing scientific investigations of Mars. So what is actually the anomaly? What is the anomaly that MAVEN has experienced? What has led to this communications failure? What may have caused this unusual signal disruption that MAVEN has experienced? NASA is really saying little other than there has been an anomaly. That's their cause. Cause remains unknown. So there's a variety of things that can cause these signal interruptions with distant spacecraft. And of course, NASA engineers, they're no strangers to such problems. Over the last several years, for example, a similar interruption occurred with communications to the space agency's Voyager 1 probe, which suddenly ceased its normal dispatches of scientific data back to Earth in November 2023. And last year, NASA confirmed that some miracle work from engineers at Mission Control, communication was finally re-established with the probe, and it revealed that the communication breakdown had resulted from is it that easy? Computer glitch. So although the same might be the reason here, right? Might be the case with MAVEN, just a sudden computer glitch. Maybe the new guy has had some coffee and put the wrong thing in or spilled it over something. I don't know, guys. Computer glitch. Maybe. There's another possibility though, or other possibilities. In the past, signal interruptions have also sometimes resulted from reorientations of spacecraft, and that can lead to interference with their radio transmissions. That had been the case with a sudden signal loss that Voyager 1 experienced decades ago in 1997, just 2 years after it was launched. For the time being, whatever has caused this, whatever has muzzled MAVEN remains a mystery. They say they share more information with us. So we're eagerly waiting. We're also eagerly waiting to finally find out, hopefully we will be able to find out what 3I Atlas really is. And if this topic captures you guys, you have to watch my other videos. I'll put some in the end screen, but I'll put also the link to my playlist in the end screen. Such interesting topic, guys. And if you're interested in volcanoes, earthquakes, check out my channel. Please hype and like this video and subscribe. And if you click here, I'll see you in a second. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.